before we start, just a quick reminder, tomorrow is the 9th of Muharram, inshallah ta'ala, and after tomorrow is the 10th. And this is important days because there is wahy, revelation from Allah concerning these days. And the wahy is from the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, that the Prophet ﷺ, they used to fast it in Mecca as an obligation. Before Ramadan was an obligation, the Muslims used to fast Asura as an obligation. Then when Ramadan became the obligatory fast, then this was cancelled, meaning the obligatory fast of Asura, and then it becomes something that is only recommended, and it's rewardable, as the Prophet ﷺ said, that it expiates the sins of the previous years, the minor sins of the previous year. So it's one simple day, which is the 10th, and the reward is, mashallah, is great reward. And the Prophet ﷺ, when he got to know that the Jews also, they would celebrate that day because this is a day where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saved Musa from Fir'aun. So the Prophet ﷺ said, نَحْنُ أَحَقُّ بِمُوسَى مِنْهُمْ. We have more rights to Musa than them. He's a prophet of Islam. So then the Prophet ﷺ fasted the day in Medina, and then he said, if I live for the next year, I would fast the day before, to be different from them. So it's from the Sunnah to fast the 9th and the 10th. The 10th is the main thing, but the 9th to, as the Prophet ﷺ said, that if I would live for the next year, I would fast the day before. So fasting the 9th and the 10th is from the Sunnah, seeking the rewards from Allah, remembering what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saved Musa from Fir'aun. So this is a great occasion that the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was superior, and to seek the rewards from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the expiation of the sins. There are many things that people invented on that day. It's not from the Sunnah of the Prophet. There's nothing else more than what we heard. There is no special food, no special celebrations, no special sweets, right? Or some fabricated hadith that talks about you make it easy for your family, you make them sweets, you give them food, you will be blessed the next year. This is nothing is authenticated from the Prophet ﷺ, nothing but the fasting, right? And of course with the issue of those who beat themselves and so on, this is of course not the way of the Prophet ﷺ, and it's another issue of course, but this is all forms of deviation.